Death can save you from me.
Stay a while and listen.
Welcome back, my Diablo 2 brethren. Today we're going to start up a brand new run of our economy free runs. This time around, I was looking at who I want to actually play with. I was thinking about going with a melee character because I just did a caster. As I was cycling through the options and determining who I wanted to play, I realized that I had never actually beaten the game in Hell solo with a Trapsin. So we are going to build a lightning trap assassin, go with some death sentry, and see if that can't clear the game for us. So I imagine it's going to be a little bit tougher than doing the Hydra Sorceress, but I'll take it in stride and we'll go from there. So before we move any further, I would like feedback in terms of what you'd like to see for Economy Free next. Take some time to lay down a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see for the next character and what build. With that said, going through this next run here, I'm going to try and streamline these videos a little bit more. We obviously know the structure of the game. We know where things go. You probably don't need all of the commentary, so I'm going to try and isolate to just the main pieces of each individual act. We'll try and break down into fewer videos just so that we can get straight to the point, and then we'll have a little bit more cohesive storytelling. So ideally, I'm going to try and do 2 videos per difficulty. So we'll do Acts 1, 2, and 3, and then Acts 4 and 5. And we'll split that out for each of the 3 difficulties, barring any type of really serious overruns. But we'll try to keep times as manageable as possible. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am going to play on P1 for the most part. I do want to mention that I'm not terribly skilled with the assassins, so I don't know a lot of the shadow disciplines. So I want to kind of get the hang of using those. I feel like they're going to become crucial when I get into hell difficulty. I want to make sure that I understand those. I don't want to be swarmed with difficulty spikes here or there. That said, I will go back and forth between P1 and P8. I won't play P8 the entire time like I did with the Sorceress. As I gain more and more comfort, I'll switch it around a little bit. I'm not really going to call it out in game at all. I'm not going to actively try to beat bosses on P8. We've proven that we can do that. I'm going to use P8 as a leveling mechanism to ultimately, just gain some levels and advance forward on that front. Also, I thought the naming convention that I used last time around was pretty stupid. Obviously, you're watching the video, so you know that I'm doing economy free. So I'm going to just make something a little bit more whimsical. So we'll call her Trapezoid. And gotta pick the person. My hope is that by doing Lightning Sentry, that'll take care of pretty much everything, and then the things that aren't lightning immune, I'm hoping that I can actually get some decent claw damage, and maybe I could be a combo of lightning and physical. Whereas with the sorceress, I pretty much had to pick an element because she wasn't going to do physical damage. But we're off to the races here, so for Act 1, we'll try and stick to the normal stuff like, let's see, Blood Raven for starters, and then the Countess, and then pretty much Andariel for the most part. So that's the plan here. Hope you enjoy this series. Again, let me know what you'd like to see next, and then I can get that planned out. Otherwise, let's hop to it. Next up on the kill list is Blood Raven, that traitorous bitch. Finally invested into some skills, into some stat points, so I am good to go. Rock myself some shockweb here. Also updated my weapons just a little bit. Added poison damage to 1. Got a little bit extra attack rating. Kept it on P8 right now though. Should be able to track her down a little bit better than I did with my sorceress. Burst of speed should get her real good. Likely got to use skills sparingly. I'm going to have mana issues for quite a while, and obviously I'm not going to be using Spirit, so not really sure what I'm going to do about mana. I'm going to need some gear to resolve that, but as long as I'm able to melee attack, I'm not concerned about mana too much. She is still a shifty one. Got her. Time to take on the Countess. You can count this bitch out of the fight. My third unique of this run was 0 magic find. Pretty awesome. I have a lot of high hopes for this character. Still on P8, by the way, too. Doing well enough. Alright, I got the way mostly cleared for Andariel here. So far, I left it on P8 for the moment just to see how hard she was going to be. I struggled a little bit through the cathedral and through the catacombs. But ultimately, I think I'm going to be okay if I stick with it. Where I'm at, though, level-wise, I will finish this act right around 19 or 20, similar to what I did with the Sorceress. So things are looking good on that part. I didn't update my stat points just yet. I felt like I was doing pretty good on that front, so I didn't need to make any changes. Biggest issue that I got so far is mana, by far. She is a mana hog, and she does not have a lot of mana to begin with. Just gonna pre-buff with some antidote potions here, and then hopefully get in there and go to work. Guess I got some stragglers left by. I didn't want to run in there too soon. There she comes. Just trying to avoid poison to start with here. She can't be either. Alright, that was tough. Look at that, she gave me a Nago ring, probably.
Death becomes you, Andariel.
Yeah, that was difficult. As one might expect for this early in the game with no gear. Normally I'm above such cheesy tactics, but I think for most of these challenge runs that I'm going to be doing, I think that's going to be the name of the game. But I beat her, so I'm happy about that. We can press on to Act 2. See what that ring is first. Ego ring, 20%. So it's something. It's a win, right? Anyways, let's move on to Act 2. Here we go, showtime with Radamant. Overall, Act 2 has been going so far so good. Even though I am only in the sewers, it has been better than previously. I got my Shadow Master in here. I also have my I'm using Fade. I'm toggling back and forth between Fade and Burst of Speed depending on what I need to do. Kind of got blocked in here. Obviously, mana has not gotten better in the last few minutes. Gonna have to go around here if they're gonna block me in. Shockweb's actually been a better damage dealer so far. I don't really know why. I think it just takes a little bit to get leveled up. The regular charge bolt sentry.
Not enough mana.
Alright. Kicking my ass there for a second. I should get out before I die. Ran out of mana. So that's the biggest issue that I got right now.
There's nothing the right poison can't cure. Yes, citizen.
Not enough mana.
Once I got mana under control, it's pretty easy. Just sit here and spam the Shockweb. Easy peasy. Really should have prepared better going in, but it's all good. Get my skill point. Get in here and move on. Not sure what to make of the maggot layer yet, if that's going to be nasty or if that's going to be good for me because of the tight corridors. Find out, I guess. Maggot layer is actually really easy. These bottlenecks like this made it easy to just kill everything with basically no danger to myself. So, while most people hate the maggot lair for a lot of reasons for runs like this, it was actually pretty optimal. Maybe a little bit slow, but slow and without danger. You know, I'll take it. Easy peasy, mac and cheesy. So I tell you, once I hit 24, took a major leap forward in terms of production, courtesy of Mind Blast for one, stuns and converts, and I got my Lightning Sentry as well. Huge mana drain, but with the Mind Blast, totally makes all of the swarming that I was dealing with a non-issue at the moment. Only issue that I have at the moment is physical damage output. You know, these claws, they don't scale very well, and it's tough to find the high damage claws anywhere in normal, and even in nightmare you just don't come across a lot of them very often. But anyways, claw viper tempo is super easy, just because of virtue of my level. Moving on. Alright, for Duriel, I turned the difficulty back down to P1. Figured I could probably beat him on P8 just by running around, but the only difference between P1 and P8 is time, And so if I can beat him on P1, obviously I can beat him on P8 with enough patience. I only got 60 mana. Each lightning sentry is 20 mana, so it's tough to get those down efficiently. Can definitely see P1 is overkill. So yeah, that felt a little cheap. Very unfulfilling for what I've been doing this whole time. So I don't know, maybe I'll turn it back up. I know Mephisto's going to be harder, so we'll see there. Maybe we'll try it on one, and then if it doesn't work, we'll reset it. But that felt a little bit too easy. What are you going to do, right? Dropped a bunch of yellows. Anyways, moving on. All right, as I approach Trav, I discontinued Lightning Sentry in favor of Death Sentry since they both shoot lightning. Even though lightning would have been higher damage, with the low mana that I have, I really couldn't justify having all of those traps. So I kept the Charge Bolt Sentry just for some scatter shot. But I'm going to be primarily focusing on Death Sentry at this point. Really, the name of the game here is to get in and pull like one of them and not five of them. I'm still on P8. I didn't reset it, so it's going to take a little bit to take care of. So the way they've been handling a lot of the stuff is just popping in there with Mind Blast, stunning people, and throwing traps down. Obviously, my mana's been an issue. Hopefully, the Shrine here helps me. I know it doesn't make it super fast, not like Insight, but it's something. So I got to get in here and pull like one of them, not the whole lot of them. Shadow Master didn't last long. Didn't mean to post that portal. Alright, that went very, very well. That's exactly how I wanted it to go. Just get them one at a time. That's all we need. Stupid water monster would get out of the way. There we go. Charge bolts. Ishmael, Vile Hand, dead. Get a couple more to play. There comes Mr. Turk. And I say, thanks for coming to play, Turk. Oh, he healed himself. Holy shit. He was dead to rights. He was like 0 health. I am shocked. Dump this one in here and catch Gileb on his home turf. I'm not sure what's going on in there, but it's not dying. Should be dying. The only thing I don't like about the Lightning Sentry and the Death Sentry is the aiming. And that's part of me playing on controller and not micromanaging, where usually with long hallways and stuff, you can put the traps exactly where you want. And then you can kind of just line things up. With controller, I'm kind of at the mercy of where it thinks that I want to put them. I do the best I can. I don't usually have issues. But normally if I was playing like PC with mouse, I would go to that doorway over there and I would drop one right on the doorway and then it would shoot this way. Of course I went in here with no mana too. That was stupid. whack Gilib down with my little knives. That went extremely well. Okay, let's take care of Mephisto and let's get out of here. Alright, my strategy for Mephisto is pretty straightforward. I don't think I can moat trick him because I can't teleport, but I'm going to just use Charge Bolt Sentry and hope that his hitbox absorbs more than one bolt at a time, kind of like when you use Charge Strike with the Javazon. It's also a lot cheaper to spam than it is to do Death Sentry or even Lightning Sentry if you look at the cost of it. It is, I don't know how many mana it is. 13. That's actually a lot. Jeez. Compared to 20. I guess it's not that much cheaper. But by pure numbers, it is cheaper. So that's what I'm going to do. Because I can't mold trick, I'm going to hope for some tankiness. And then I'm just going to dodge him and throw that down and spam my mana potions. And hope to hell that I can survive long enough. Chuck these little things in there too. My little static webs. Azrael's dead already. I expected him to last longer. And I got frozen. Oh, Jesus. If I could just get him into a nice little void there. Can't see him, but if I can't see him, he can't see me. Oh, shit. I wish I could see the sentries a little bit better. I can't tell if I'm casting too soon where I'm wasting mana. But I don't want to sit and wait until they're all done and not be actually getting pot shots in on them. I'm out of mana. This is what it comes down to. Just gotta keep dodging him, right? Look at that. Float like a butterfly. Bite like a mosquito, as Doc says in Punch Out. I think it's dance like a butterfly, bite like a mosquito. Ah, fuck. That was so weak. That was some weak ass shit right there. For what, like 3 hit points left, right? Oh, you know what? God, I feel so stupid now. No, I guess I didn't. I thought I had potions in my box. Can't even get Azrael back. And I can. I got gold. Just wasting your time now, sorry. Still, like 1 hit point. How stupid was that? I'm so confident now I'm going to go in there with all my gold on my person. I wasn't healing properly to start with. I was accidentally using the stupid potions on myself and not on Azrael. That's why he died so easily. That was a hashtag my bad. Okay, so maybe add more than 1 hit point, but... Alright, well that's it for Act 3. It's been fun. Stick around next time for Acts 4 and 5. We'll wrap up normal difficulty. Till next time, Antaro doing and hail to you, champion. See you next time. Bye.